Howdy, howdy, everybody. It is day 24/10, and we do have some bad news to get to right off the bat. We lost Harriet. She, last night, there was just something wrong with her. I don't know what it was. She was the mad peeper. That kind of tipped me off that something was wrong. I did the basic amount of things that I know to do to help her, and to no avail. We lost her. So Harriet is gone. I think I've made the executive decision in conjunction with upper management that she should not be replaced, because it would just be, she would be too young, and whatever, we would have to get more than one, and that would put us above. We only wanted 10 to start with, and here we are with 15 or 14 now. So yeah, we lost sweet Harriet, which is kind of a bummer. But better if she wasn't healthy, and I don't think she was. I think, or he, there was something not right going on there. How you doing, Faddle? So we did some rearranging today because these guys were over kind of in the middle of the room, and it doesn't get a whole lot of light. So I moved them over here by the big window. Plus I needed something to set my my gardens on. So I decided to move them over here. And when I got them in the sunlight, I tried to take a video earlier, but for some reason my phone decided not to cooperate. But the colors on these chickens are beautiful, especially Laddie. Little Lateralus. I think Falco is going to be completely gray. I think all of the yellow will go away. I'm pretty sure that Jack is an ISA. Of course, the Barred Rocks, or Barred Rock mix that we have with Fiddle and Faddle. So one of the white ones is either a starlight or a rainbow, whatever. So these are the babies. They've been a little skittish today. That all the movement, I think, kind of disrupted them. I have them nice and it looks like they're in a spaceship, or it's like an old sci-fi movie, because this looks like a little UFO. So yeah, it's they're fun. But Ozzy is doing quite well. Oh, Oswald. We like to play this game. When I clean out their bowl, he'll come over and he'll help me clean it out, because you see there's all kinds of bedding in there. As long as no one poops in it, we're good. I'll clean it out. But if there's poop in it, it's going in the trash, because I don't want them eating their own poop. Little Gwen. Yeah, these guys are all doing really well. They don't seem to be, held back in any way. Everything's going very well. And the same can be said for these friends over here. Everybody's doing extremely well. Mofo Jojo is just knocking it out of the park. Wi-Fi 2. Fifi's the only one I have the question mark about. I don't know. They might all be ISAs. I don't know. Or another chicken that looks like an ISA. I think the one little yellow chick that passed was a starlight. So that means that Lateralus and Falco are on their own. They are the only starlight green eggers that survived, I think. Depends on what Fifi decides to do. But she's starting, it looks to me like she's getting some brown on her neck. And then baby Felicity. Those tail feathers they're growing. Actually, it looks like she's going to have maybe more than all Parabola. The shoulder feathers are really coming out on her. The blackbird. Yep. And then no Faddle. Friendliest birds. I mean, friendly or not scared and annoyed, one or the other. I can't figure out what it is. Because sometimes they peck me, sometimes they're chill. It's really hard to say what's going on with them. It's a question mark. And these friends, so timid right now. The only one that seems to be even at all brave is Oswald. Dale runs around like the proverbial head with the chicken with the head cut off. Chip is just a chunk, so he's usually pretty chill, but he does panic quite a bit. So, and Gwen panics, but not quite as much. She's pretty chill too. So, the bigger they get, the more brave they get. I'm noticing. I had Mofo come up to me earlier and let me give a little rub on the chest, and they were pretty good. It's going to be a broccolypse when all this happens. The broccoli apocalypse. A broccolypse. That's alright though. I mean, there won't be anything wasted because the chickens will eat what we don't. I'm going to try to fix as much as I can, freeze some possibly, make all kinds of broccoli things. I've got about 25 cookbooks, so I'm sure I can come up with something. And then I've got everything on deck here. I think next is going to be peas. I've got my little starters. Got my soil. I'm going to get that mixed up. I've got more broccoli and more cabbage for later in the year, if needed. Yeah. Lima beans are probably going to be close to last. I got some summer squash and some yellow squash. Cucumber squash. Yeah. Yep. It's going to be yummy. So, sad news about Harriet. Kind of glad that she's not suffering anymore, because I feel like she was, the way she was peeping. I knew something was wrong, but I just couldn't, not sure. So I did what I could, tried to save her. Always sad to lose a soul. That's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes, kids. Life on the farm. Alright. We'll check in tomorrow and see how everybody's doing. Drago is doing much better with his coconut fiber mat. He was quite unhappy for about 24 hours. He stayed on these rocks over here and in his water for about 24 hours, and then he finally started warming up to it, and now you see he's got a heat pad underneath that, so that he likes to hang out over here on this side and sleep. He's been eating pretty good. Yeah, Drago seems happy. So, alright everybody, have a great evening.